And this one, oh man. So this is one of those ones where, you build a system, you feel good about the system, you deploy it, uh, and and I'm not saying so. This is very tough, and but it's explainable, right? Because this is a system that is not biased, and it's not just result. Like if you see batting average, it's just results. You don't get told the full story. OPS, you're not told the full story. Chessboard baseball combined with those metrics, I think, tells you a little bit of a better story, I think. And this is why I love this metric so much, even if it comes with results like Andy Pages being number 13 with the season that he's having, that he'll likely be an all-star and everything like that. I mean, look at his numbers, right? His numbers right now, even though they've been dipping, because if we were to do this a month ago, numbers would be even more insane. But even these numbers, with the recent struggles that he's had, 272 batting average, 809 OPS, 15 home runs in 75 games, 56 RBI in 75 games, with 89.8 exit velo. So he's definitely destroying the baseball as well. And you're like, how is he number 13 on the team? And again, and this is the other interesting thing as well, like there's at least 4 or 5 players who are all bunched up here with similar scores, with 9.01 through 9.10, meaning that give it another series, maybe next series Pages will catapult them, depending on the quality plate appearances that he has moving forward. But this is the one complaint that I think we can all point out to about Andy Pages, is he has a crazy amount of poor quality plate appearances. He just does. I mean, how many times does he swing at pitches that are way outside the strike zone? And in that same token, how many times does he swing at a ball that is outside the strike zone, makes contact, puts it in play, and gets a single or gets a double? And one of the things that Chessboard Baseball does is, even if you get a positive outcome, on a play or any given at bat or plate appearance, it penalizes you for chasing. It penalizes you for a broken process and swinging at pitches that are outside the strike zone. So even yesterday, he had a single on a pitch that was way outside the strike zone. And you're like, well, batting average looks good. OPS looks good. Everything that you'd imagine looks good. But Chessboard Baseball penalizes that approach because, again, it emphasizes process over outcome. And Pages just really has so many plate appearances, a lot more than everybody else, that are really, that get a really bad score. So when you average, right, you can have a -9 plate appearance and then have a 10 for a single. So you average, like the worst that you do, your average is going to continue to come down, or your rating for Chessboard Baseball is going to continue to come down. So that's the thing with Pages. And I think that's something that the Dodgers understand, right? Is the risk that, we're going to send out Pages out. We're going to send Pages out there. The likelihood of him driving runs in, which is what wins you baseball games, is high. If he's got power, he can deliver in the clutch. Sure, hit him second, but the risk is, we understand that his plate discipline and his quality of plate appearances is not that solid. So I think that's why, Chessboard Baseball penalizes heavily players like Andy Pages, even with the production that they're having, because any given plate appearance, you could have a 70% process score and only 30% result. And that's just based on how strikes get scored and how balls get scored. And he doesn't walk a lot. And we're going to talk about someone who walks just as much as Pages so far this season, with like 1/3 of the plate appearances. But yes, number 13, as surprising as it is Andy Pages. But again, I just don't want the system to be, oh, wow, this is an indicator. This is not a war, like indicator of whether they're a good hitter or a good player. This is an indicator of how often this player delivers quality plate appearances, meaning do they swing at strikes? Do they don't, lay off bad pitches? Do they not strike out a lot, meaning put the ball in play while the ball is actually in the strike zone? All of these different things, and Pages is just not going to be a star in this. And but in the same token, this system can give you an indicator of whether or not certain performances can be sustainable. And me looking at Chessboard Baseball, I kind of knew. So I saw this struggle and this return to Pages to where he is now through Chessboard Baseball. I said, if he continues to have a broken process, how often can he deliver results? And this is the same for any company, any industry that you may be in at work, right? You're like, oh yeah, there's a person that might be shining for a short period of time. Maybe he's killing it. They're killing it in 1 quarter, but you're seeing that the process that you're following is not sustainable. Yeah, this is good for a quarter, meaning that they're not getting enough sleep. Maybe they're not eating right, all these different things. That's not sustainable over time. If process is broken, you can only do something well for a short period of time. And that's the same thing how I see and view Pages. Pages is like, yeah, if I were to compare what Pages was as this person who's getting no sleep, maybe getting 3-4 hours of sleep a night, eating McDonald's every day, but coming into work and crushing it. You know what I mean? Like they're coming into work, they're crushing it, but the process is a disaster. It may not be sustainable. But Pages is number 13.